I stuck with the paper theme. Got an excess of paper in our house. So for this week, I've just taken a couple of magazines, glue stick, pair of scissors, and as you can see, I've started cutting the magazine into strips of paper. So this is something we have done in the past, but I fancy doing it again. This is sort of like an easy way of doing a craft called quilling, which is where you roll some very, very thin pieces of paper into circles and then make them into different shapes. So basically, I've just got myself a whole collection. I've got the smaller shapes are from the inside coloured pages of the magazine, and then the ones that are more white are from the pages with the writing on. And I've also made another of those paper straws that I've been using over the last few weeks. This is a little outline of what I wanted to do. Um, I think you might be able to tell it's some sort of animal. Um, and I just did a basic drawing with a pen to give me an idea of size and shape for the page. So what I did is with the paper straws, I covered the shape that I'd made with the paper straws to give me a holding space for all my circles. Um, and this is me filling the middle of my shape with the coloured circles. And so now I can give it away. It's supposed to be an owl. Um, and what I've done is I haven't rolled the circles very tightly because I wanted to let them open a little bit to create their own space and their own shape. So this is my owl, as it stands with its two little feet. I've left the wings. I created the wings by just bending the paper back, and I've left them without filling them because I thought that was more just give the picture a little bit more. And then I've created the trunk of the tree that my owl is sitting on, and again I've let those papers unravel quite a bit. What I didn't mention is to get them to stick to the paper. I used you can use Point Stick or PVA glue. I used the glue. I found it was easier to just pick up my circle and dip it into the glue and then stick it onto the page. Um, yeah, I was quite impressed with the outcome of that.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I think it's a really sensible way to do quilling is actually to do a huge roll and then just chop it up with the scissors. I'm not sure whether we should tell Alison that or not.
Well, actually, Ju, I hadn't done it that way. I'd done all my strips and then rolled them individually. But now you've mentioned that, I might try that.
Oh, you see, I saw the
Yeah.
rolls at the beginning and then saw the smaller ones and saw the scissors and just assumed.
No, no, each
Oh,
strip,
may not stay circle.
yeah, you just roll it to
Oh,
make a circle.
I thought it looked very vintage, probably because of the colour of the paper that you used. It gave it quite a vintage look. But it had a very painterly aspect to it, I thought.
I think what it
Thank
does,
you.
sorry, I also think, and actually seeing it on the picture gives it a different depth as well. But it gives it that. Obviously, it is three-dimensional because there is depth of it. But actually, the different shades and the different colours, kind of actually, you can imagine it being an owl, if that rather than it being a picture of an owl.
yes, I think it's that the paper almost becomes the feathers, doesn't it?
Hmm,
Oh,
I'm
it's
not
beautiful.
sure
I think that's
how
the
you
thing.
can see it.
Yeah, we can, and even better now. But when you think about it, feathers are not necessarily even and they ruffle in the wind and so on. And yeah, I think it just the texture is just what really brings it to life. So another very simple but brilliantly effective craft from Tracy.